Alright, what's going on? Welcome to the video, guys. So we're going to be looking at Corellia, and this is in the 1375. Now, the 1375, I really do like this tank. It just took me a while to kind of, research it again on my new account, and it's a great tank. You have to play these things kind of, uniquely in the fact that they have 4-round clips, and then you're usually on a long reload. But with the 1375, you only have about a 13-second reload, so it's not terrible. View range is good. I wish the mobility was a little bit better, but I feel like Wargaming has balanced this pretty decent in comparison to some of the other quicker tier 7 light tanks. I know the LTG actually is not that fast. It's actually on the slow side, and I did run turbo on it for a little bit. But anyway, on Corellia, what I'm going to do from the south west spawn is come to this bush. This is a very common play for me, and usually what I'll find is some light tanks will want to run in the middle of this map, and you can have shots from here. So I have a lot of replays to show you, so we're just going to kind of fast forward through here. We're going to see IS-2. I'm going to try and take a shot at him, and it misses. I'm not even spotted, and now we have T-29. I'm able to get 2 shots into this guy, maybe even 3. There you go, and I go on the reload. This rock formation here is very, very good for being able to poke shots at people and then come back safely, because you have protection this way, you have protection this way, and it's just very good overall. One thing to keep in mind is Arty can drop shells if they have good arch or arc, whatever you want to call it. Looks like we're getting shots at the hill here. They can drop, like a shell here. So this is why this area is effective, is because you now have shots at the hill, right? When hill is lost and you have people that push up like this against your teammates, you will have fairly easy shots on side plates there. What usually happens over here on the east portion of this map is you have people that come up like this and people that come up like this and fight right here. So they're never expecting it. It's kind of like Himmelsdorf. You know how on Himmelsdorf you have those people up on the hill by the castle that battle for the hill? Well, it's the same thing here. It's just Corellia, right? So you have to always watch the map and look, because what I find is a lot of people that play this game just very casually, they never look at the map and they don't realize who's spotted and who they have shots on. If you look at the map, once you see like red on the map, you can go, oh, I might have shots, and then you look over, because you don't, like for instance, the Scorpion G's here. If I'm looking this way, I can't see that he's there. I can't see the health bar or anything. So I always encourage you guys to just zoom out, always be watching the map so you could see what's around you and what's going on. You'd be surprised how much better of a player it makes you if you just look at the map and continue to zoom out a lot, just to see what's around you and what plays people make, and then you get used to people making these plays, and you can just become a better player because it's more knowledge, right? Anyway, the even 90 is poking in this area, and I see him on the map, and I think maybe I can get shots at him. What I'm trying to do at this point is, because I know we've lost the north of this map, right? If you've been watching the game, you can see that we pretty much have the south, but we don't have the north. We have a T-29, we have an IS-2, Panther is more than likely also going to come this way, and we have TDs that could try and push in. Scorpion and Stare are pretty quick moving TDs, you never know. Panther is spotted over here. And at this point, like, I'm looking at the even 90, see if I can get shots into him, and I'm just being aware, right? So let's keep fast forwarding. I'm going to zoom way out so you can kind of see, and even when you zoom way out, you could see like how much of the map I can see and kind of like where I might have shots. Like, it's just cool to do this. This view is very effective, and look at this. Look how much of the map I can see to kind of maybe plan out a path of attack or something like that, right? So south of the map is winning a little bit. I'm going to come back to my standard bush. I get lit here, and what does that imply to me? Well, more than likely, if I'm getting lit here, it could mean that the Panther is poking right here, and he spotted me coming up. That's the most likely scenario. Something else could be that the EBR maybe ran through here, but I highly, highly doubt that. He was last spotted all the way over here. I just don't think it's possible. But anything could be possible, and there you go. There's EBR. So who spotted me? Not sure. Could have been the Panther. Could have been the EBR. It's very possible. And now the EBR is dead. We're down 2200 HP. Pushing on this map is something that I really don't like to do. I've explained how this map works. Like, Corellia is one of those very confusing maps that you have to be very good. Like, never get discouraged, guys. There are some maps in this game that are very, very difficult. You might think they're good light tank maps, but they're hard. Like, you really have to think about the plays you make. You're you're open to a lot of TD fire here. 2 shots from a TD, you could be dead. You never know. So this is why I always tell everyone, you know, expected values in light tanks are pretty low. Don't get discouraged if you have one of those games where you're dead in the first like 2 minutes. Maybe you made a mistake. It happens. You can't make mistakes in light tanks. In heavy tanks, you can get away with it. Maybe in medium. And TDs, you're hardly ever making mistakes because usually you're just camping, right? But light tanks are the hardest class in the game. There's no denying that. Everyone will tell you that. So, you know, if you do make a mistake, you make a mistake. But my point being, Corellia is one of those maps that you can easily make mistakes. Even me, all the time. I make them all the time on this map because it's so wide open and you have so many bushes that you think you're safe somewhere, but you're really not. So I poke up here. I think I'm not going to be spotted, and I am. Stairs over here. I can see he's turning his turret very slowly, and now I'm kind of in a situation where I'm stuck here, right? I've made the mistake of coming this far, and then they pushed T29 and IS-2 completely went from, which you would never expect this, right? The T29 and IS-2 were last spotted here. Instead, they come all the way around to go after the 122 TM and to take the 0 line on this map. I would have never, ever predicted this, right? They're heavy tanks, they don't have a lot of mobility, you would not think that they would move this far, but they did. So now I'm trying to get shots at the stair, I'm using the bush as much as I can, I'm going to go on the reload, and I'm spotted here. I'm thinking Panther is probably still lurking in this area, and now IS-2 is coming up the hill. This is extremely difficult, you know, this scenario, because there's really no way out of here now. TDs could be looking at me here. We have the stair, but Scorpion could also be up here. And if I'm going to get out of here now, more than likely I'm going to take a shot. So what I'm going to do is just kind of stay here for now. Scorpion G is still full HP. I'm going to try and maybe spot something for the Scorpion. And there's no shots that I have from here at these heavies. Once I realize that, I'm out. Like, I'm just going to run away. I'd rather take one shot now. As I was saying before, I'm just going to take a shot. And now I can basically come after the stair. I clean them up completely. And this is where this tank is very effective with the clip. The 12T, the 1375, the 1390, any of them. Batchat 12T, right? The 105. I mean, all of these tanks, they all, in a line from tier 6 up, they all have this, you know, 4-round clip. Maybe one has a 3-round clip, or is that the Batchat 25T or something? But anyway, they all have a clip, right? And this is where it's effective because you can use burst damage. Like now against the Panther, I can almost clean this guy up completely. I want to say the burst damage on this is like close to 600 or something like that, right? So now that the Artie has hit this guy, I'm going to come down, hit him, and let's look at this. It's 135 HP a shot. So in reality, I believe that gets you like something like 550 damage. I thought it was a little more than that, but it's like 550 a clip or something like that, maybe a little less. And Scorpion is going to get a shot into me. I'm pretty sure that this guy is here at this point. If you're looking at the map, right, I get very lucky here that IS-2 doesn't. And this is again what I'm talking about with the mistakes, right? Now that I'm here, IS-2 has shots at me. But at this point, I know that I need to come back. And look, there's 2 options, right? You can look at it 2 ways. I can stay with the Scorpion, try and kill the other Scorpion in a cap, or I can come back and try and reset the cap. As a light tank, I always go for trying to reset the cap, because I know that I can outspot 2 heavies if they get on the cap. T29 didn't try and shoot at me there, I don't think, and he could be coming up to kill the Artie as well. So I'm thinking, well, I can reset cap and protect Artie at the same time. And now I'm changing my mind. And this is what you could do in a light tank, right? You could change your mind because you have the mobility to be able to get back to places. You know, if I was doing this even in a medium, I wouldn't be able to make these kinds of plays. So we're at 4 minutes and 50 seconds on this game, and you know, it's getting pretty close, and I decide, all right, let's just go. I'm going to go with the Scorpion, and I'm going to kill Artie. Scorpion's able to kill the other Scorpion, and now here we are, we're going to get on cap. And we're going to try and cap out. And this is the thing, like with light tanks, you can do this. I always rather go and reset cap. That's just what I'm wired to do. You know, you can say whatever you want about this, but I'm wired to want to reset cap because I'm very good at it. I know, you know, my view range is better than heavies, and I know how to do it properly, and I know how to create angles and get the right angles on people to reset the cap. So eventually we are going to win this game. IS-2 comes up, I'm able to kill him. He was coming to reset the cap, and that's it, guys. So 1626 damage, 1145 assists. This was a very long game, but overall I enjoyed playing it, and Hopefully you enjoyed watching it. Here's the templates. This was a first class game, 1145, 1626. I don't think there was anything blind. And yeah, 1047 experience, and we got, we ended up capping out, so we got a lot of cap points, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this one. It's a way to, another way to look at Corellia, right? And all the mistakes I made, like going back to try and reset cap, I got whacked by the IS-2, and this is what I mean. You really have to think about all the places people are going to be able to get shots at you, because the map is so wide open. That hill, you have shots from everywhere, right? So just always keep that in mind when you're playing Corellia. Be very cautious and be very careful. That's it, guys. I'll catch you for the next one. I got a bunch of videos to record. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye now.